Hello and welcome to the Success Power Premium Coaching Program. Thank you for joining us from all over the world. Yes, we know, yes, it may be a good afternoon where you are. It may be a good evening. It may be right in the middle of the night, or it may be a good morning. Whichever one it is for you, thank you for taking the time to join us today. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I know. I know this is always a global event. People join us from all over the world. And thank you especially for coming in real early. So we're going to jump straight into our discussion for the day because I can't wait to go. I can't wait to go because what we're discussing is the creation process. Okay? It's the power the Creator has given us to create. So we literally can create the future. So I am really, really excited about this. So thank you once again for joining us. We know we're right in the middle of a pandemic, and I just hope that you're keeping safe, your family is keeping safe. You're making the best decisions that you can for yourself and for your family. Somebody said the greatest need right now is leadership. I say, fine, sure. Self-leadership, that's where it starts. So I can trust you to make good decisions for me if you make very good decisions for yourself. So we've got to make the best decisions that we can right now. And the goal is to make it through the pandemic. Our world works in seasons, so it's here for just a season and it will go. All right. Awesome. So welcome once again. Yes. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is the Success Power Premium Coaching Program. And I want to say a big thank you for signing up and especially for showing up. I know we're streaming right now across various platforms. Yeah. LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, whatever the platform is. Thank you for joining us. All right. And I do hope that you will participate fully and make the best of our discussion for today. The course that we're launching today is titled How to Turn Your Dreams to Reality and to Move from Ideation to Execution Speedily. I have seen too many people frustrated. I've been frustrated myself, okay, when it comes to fulfilling dreams. But with time, I've learned the art and science of it. So I'm sure this is going to be super helpful. All right, good. So many people coming into the room at the moment, and we did encourage for people to join in early. Yes, because it's usually an overflowing class. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that we run through the slides together. Here we go. I hope you can see what I see. It's a new masterclass, how to turn your dreams to reality and move quickly from ideation to execution. So let's start. Who is this for? Emerging executives, business owners, project leaders, aspiring entrepreneurs, aspirational individuals. Now, I mean, if you've been in the business of dreaming before, of creating vision for yourself, you've taken practical steps to fulfill your dreams, you've made some progress, fantastic. You and I know, okay, that we only reach milestones on the road we're not done until we are done in this life. So it's time to dream again. And just in case you're pretty young and you're just starting out, or you've known frustration all your life, things have not worked the way you wish they could, then this is also for you, so that we can check, and find out where to make adjustments and do it together. But this is not for the person that is looking for magic. Principles don't work like that. Even though when you align with principles, you get miracles. Okay? This is not for the person that wants to get rich quick. Okay? This is for people that understand our world is governed by principles. That is what we believe right here in Success Power. There is tremendous power controlled by those principles. It's like gravity. You jump from the roof of a 3-story building, you're coming down. There's a force that pulls you. It's invisible, but it's real. And it's so predictable that if you jump like that 10,000 times, you will come down 10,000 times. Universal fact happens everywhere on the face of this planet. Okay? So you have power within principles and various principles that govern various areas of life. So here in Success Power, we explore the principles that govern success because they make success predictable. They make success possible. Perhaps you've been wondering, why have I not yet executed my ideas? How do I know what next steps to take? Is there a system I can follow for success? I was there many years ago. Every door I tried to open was closed. It was frustrating. And at the point I had to ask myself the question, is there a system for success? Is there a structure? Okay? Or is it just a matter of luck or chance? And I'll tell you, I was grateful when I discovered that success is not a matter of chances. It's a matter of choices. When you know the principles, when you know the system, you may be wondering also, am I wasting my time trying to achieve my goals? Or you may be asking, what am I doing wrong? Why this is important to you right now? You have existing vision and you know you should be growing professionally, but you're not sure what to do and you feel stuck. The world around us is changing. It has changed and it's still changing at a fast rate. With that, many are stuck and you may have questions. Why this is important to you right now? You are not happy with your current situation, but you know there is potential and just don't know how to move forward. Or you're on a hamster wheel. How do I grow myself personally? Break through this growth ceiling. How do I get to the full vision of what God has for me in my professional life? Now, imagine if you were able to live stress-free, not worried about how to achieve all the things you can imagine. Imagine if you learned how to leverage your talent and opportunities and to take more risks at work that led to your advancement. Imagine if you knew exactly what to do to change your mindset and to create new opportunities instead of waiting for them. I tell people, don't wait for life to happen to you. Happen to life. Okay? The purpose of this masterclass is to, one, share the keys I've used in my own life to advance my life and career. Secondly, walk you through the new way to view your situation and the mindset needed to move forward. See? Life is two sides of a coin, or a coin with two sides. What some people call problems, that's exactly what some other people see as opportunities. It's amazing the way it works. So here, we seek to give ourselves paradigm shifts, a shift in perspectives, so that we can see possibilities and life changes from there on. Also, I want to be able to explain how you can work alongside me and my team to get the same support and access we have provided to top performing executives and entrepreneurs across the globe. We've been around here some 25 years. We have amazing stories of transformation. Just in case it's your first time ever of coming across me, who am I? My name is Adeyemi. I am the CEO and founder of Success Power International. I also head a few other organizations, and Success Power has been around for some 25 years, teaching people principles for success, principles that have no respect for persons or for locations. And we have huge stories, testimonials to share. I've helped and inspired thousands of people through ministry work. So also there's a part of my work right now that is not for profit, that is church ministry. The principles that we teach are universal. So they work for us on the church end also. And we have tens of thousands of people participating in that church vision. I have created and invested in businesses that matter to me, and almost all of them have to do with sharing knowledge and wisdom. I've worked with other notable influencers around the world, inspiring people, sharing wisdom with people. I mean, people like John Maxwell, people like Sam Chand, people like Simon Bailey, and quite a host of them. I coach executives and entrepreneurs on how to grow their businesses and to align them with their objectives or purposes. Okay, so I hold the Doctor of Strategic Leadership degree, and I do consulting, okay, for organizations. I do training for the boards of those organizations and for their senior executives. I do executive coaching for big time business owners. So I work with people at practically all levels, and it's all just to help people succeed. All right. I've seen a lot of people do things right. Okay, as you can imagine, over 25 years and more, I have interacted with thousands and thousands of people. So I've shared a lot, I've taught a lot, I've seen loads of people appear or, apply the things that we teach. And I've seen a lot of people do things wrong. What do I mean? The people that succeed the most usually fail the most. Why? Because they experiment more than the average person. Most people try once. When something doesn't work, they're gone to experiment with something else. But highly successful people know that success grows out of failure. So I've seen people do a lot of things wrong. I've even done a lot of failing on my own. To get to where I am now, I'll tell you one thing, I'm not afraid to try. Once I know something is right, it's a vision, it's a goal, I go for it. I sidestep the fear. Sometimes I even carry the fear along with me, the fear of criticism, the fear of failure, and so on. I've done a lot of failing, but I'll tell you, I've gotten a lot of successes grow out of the failures. I tell people, you try 99 times, it doesn't work. The 100th time that you try and it works, that one time compensates for the 99 times that did not work. Principle. So how did I get from failure to freedom? From failing and trying to figure it out to, leading Success Power for 25 years, pastoring one of the fastest growing churches in Nigeria and Africa with some 40,000 members, over the same period of time, speaking at huge platforms, around the world, speaking at conferences all over the world. I've had opportunities to speak to tens of thousands of people at conferences. I have known the frustration of unfulfilled dreams. Okay, so let me share one or two of my stories of disappointment. Okay, good. So, I had this dream to travel from Nigeria, where I grew up, to travel to the UK to speak at conferences, to travel to other countries too to speak at conferences. So It was many years ago. And a friend invited me to speak at their conference in the UK. I was happy. I was ecstatic. Okay. So I applied for the visa, went for the interview. And then the visa officer said, well, I'm sorry. I won't be able to give you the visa today. So I got the visa. I got a refusal. It was painful. It was painful. I know I wasn't running away from Nigeria. I knew I was going back. So it made it even painful. What's the big deal? Because the visa officer's idea was, from your circumstances, if you leave, you aren't coming back. So then my boss then said, oh, sorry about that. Well, I'm traveling very soon to Côte d'Ivoire. We used to call it Ivory Coast then, just a neighboring West African country to Nigeria. Of course, just some 3 countries away or so. But the flight's just about an hour. So he said, come along. So my brother and I were to go along with him to speak on the day we were to travel. We left from my house. He left from the hotel. We got to the airport. We saw the aircraft on ground. We did not see him. We did not even see any of the people that went with him to the airport. So we figured, and then they told us actually that that check-in was closed, but we saw the aircraft as we approached the airport. So we just used our initiative. Please, this was a long time ago. It was 1994, so please understand. There were no mobile phones, so no way to call him to ask, where are you, what's going on? So we just used our initiative, asked, which is the next flight, bought the ticket, got on the plane, and it was when we arrived at Abidjan, at Côte d'Ivoire, that we met someone holding a placard in his hand that said Adeyemi. We approached the man and he said, Adeyemi? We said, yes. He said, oh, a telex message just came from the airport in Nigeria that you both should report to Nigeria or should return to Nigeria on the next flight. I'm serious. The very flight that brought us, the plane, the aircraft that took us to Abidjan, we got back on it. They did not even stamp our passports that we arrived in Abidjan. So I have no record of that visit to Côte d'Ivoire. And then we got back to Nigeria and discovered that our boss had actually also missed the flight. So it was like, oh my God, what is this? By the way, some months ago, I was back in Côte d'Ivoire. That was the next time I would be there since that first incident. So I told them the story. You know, this time they stamped my passport. And by the way, I got a royal welcome. All right. Anyway, so when Côte d'Ivoire did not work, then my boss then said, wow, sorry about that. In a few weeks, I'll be out to Kenya. Would you guys come with me to Kenya? I said, oh, sure. By then I was getting frustrated. I was really sad. But then, yeah, at that time you had to get a visa. Yes, from Nigeria, you had to get a visa. The visa was actually a stamp on your passport. So we filled the visa forms. They took our forms to the Kenyan High Commission and they brought back all the passports. Everybody had the visa stamp on their passports except me. I was not given the visa because of a mistake on the form. I could not believe it. I was refused the British visa. Côte d'Ivoire, I could not get into. Kenya in Africa, I can't even go to Kenya. What is going on? Anyway, I corrected the mistake and they gave me the visa and we went to Kenya. I wasn't really excited on that trip. At that point, it was like, What is going on? I'm just telling you, you won't be the first to experience disappointment or not see a dream come true. I've been able to learn how to dream and the process for moving from ideation to execution. Let's start from the basics. We're talking about turning your dream into reality, but we've got to ask you this question. Do you have a dream of a better future? Do you? Is the present more real to you than what is possible? Is the present you more real to you? Are your present circumstances more real to you than the possibilities that will happen in the future? This is very important because without a dream, you are sunk. Creating a dream, creating a vision is a profoundly life-changing experience. It brings you into alignment with the principles that control our world. That's why it's so powerful. So when we say dream, what many people have are wishes. Just a wish. Not a clearly defined concept or personal ideology that is strong enough to drive your life. So I think we need to start from there. Because when you really have a dream, it changes you. I said that having a dream brings you into alignment with the principles that govern our world. Now, this is one powerful principle for creation. All things are created twice. Keep that in mind forever. All things are created twice. There is first a mental creation and then a physical creation. There is first a mental creation and then a physical creation. Look around you right now. There is nothing that has value that man has created that did not exist first as an idea in somebody's mind. All things are created twice. So when you are creating an idea of your future, you are literally creating your world. You are joining the class of people that are not victors, that are not victims, but victors in our world. It's either you gain mastery in this world or you are mastered. When you go through this process, mental creation first, then you stand a chance of being part of those that do physical creation in our world. I started it, I did it. I exercised, my imagination for this principle in January 1997. I sat down and wrote. I had to think. I had to exercise my imagination, dream of the future. Okay? Now I wrote down what I was dreaming. I'm happy to tell you, I am living the dreams that I wrote. It's many years down the line now. So I want us to go through the process together. Okay? Now, I have to be fast because I'm mindful of your time. We're going to be fast today, but please pay close attention to what we're saying. And you're going to have the opportunity to watch the replay so that you can invest time to do this thing on your own. Many people that say their dreams are not being fulfilled don't realize the problem is with the dream itself. The problem is with the dreaming process itself. Let's start. Find a quiet moment to stay in a quiet place. You will need focus. You will need concentration to do this job. Remember, it's a creative process. So put a notebook or journal and a pen in front of you. Or, of course, you may have your laptop open and possibly maybe your tablet or your phone. Write the topic. My life on July 30, 2025. Or whatever day it is you're starting, exactly 5 years from that day. My life on July 30, 2025, because we're holding this webinar today, right? Good. I just wanted to make it clear. Important guidelines before you start. Reject thoughts that may want to truncate your dreaming process. I told you, like past failures or possible obstacles, like what you have or what you don't have. I told you earlier on, for many people, the problem actually is with the dreaming process. Why? There are many things that will fight against your creating a new dream of yourself and of your future. For example, your memory of past failures, memory of past experiences. I am telling you, have you ever heard before the story of the elephant and how it is conditioned for circus shows? The baby elephant, is taken close to a tree or stake. A chain is tied to the leg of the baby elephant and tied to the stake or tree. And it is left there for months. It's left there for a long time. And the baby elephant, of course, will try to roam, try to walk. But when it gets to the point where that chain is fully extended, of course, the chain holds it down. So it turns back. They found out that after months of doing that, when you take the chain off the leg of the elephant, anytime the elephant is walking, when it gets to that outer limit where the chain held it back before, the elephant would stop and move back. Isn't that remarkable? Yes, this is how I describe it. That the chain has moved from the leg of the elephant into its mind. And the chain in the mind of the elephant is as effective as a chain on the leg of the elephant. Some of us are listening to me right now, especially from the developing part of the world. And we've grown with limiting environments. Some of us have known, like me, known how to have taps with no water running in the taps. You have to fetch water. When you say, I had a shower, what you're saying is very different from what somebody in another country is saying, because your shower, you have to scoop the water and pour it over your own head. Many of us know normal for us in terms of road is roads with potholes. So that's what I'm talking about. The old normal can spring up. You will fight battles in your mind. And I want you to win. Many people don't know it's a battle. I want you to win. Okay? So I want you to actively reject. I want you to actively throw down. I want you to actively kill thoughts that may want to frustrate your dreaming process. Usually questions may pop up in your mind like, you've never done that kind of it. Do you think you can do it? Or how much will it cost? That you don't do that during the dreaming process. You don't do that during the dreaming process. You assume that the resources are there. You can't afford to clip the wings of your imagination. You won't be able to fly. Okay? That's it. What you have, what you don't have, the qualification you have, the one you don't have, your background, perish the thought. Throw them out. Keep your mind free. Right? Yes. Give your imagination the freedom it needs to do its job of creating a new you. Your imagination is your opportunity to overcome your limitations. Your imagination is your opportunity to overcome your limitations. Oh my God. I want to say that again and again until it sinks in for someone. Your imagination, being the process for creation, is your opportunity to overcome your limitation. I hear someone say, break it down for me. I said, okay. The imagination is the place where a poor person can take wealth and add it to their own picture, and the two will stay together comfortably. The imagination is where someone who's never owned a car can take his or her picture and take that of a beautiful car and put those two together, and they will stay together comfortably. The imagination is the place where the clerk can move into the office of the CEO and sit down comfortably. The imagination is where you break your barriers. The imagination is where you shatter your limitations. I'm inviting you into that process today. That is it. Jump over those barriers. Jump over those limitations. Most of them are created by people. Jump over them. Take away all the excuses right now. So are you ready? Right. Let's do it. So let me share some strategies with you for creating your dream. Number one, imagine your career. Remember, this exercise is my life on July 30, 2025. Imagine your career as at that day, 5 years from now. Let's start from the level at which you are adding value. That's why I'm starting with your career. Because somebody says, so how about my finances? We'll come to that later. I want to align you with principles. I know most of the time when you listen to training like this, that's where you start from. But I want to align you with the principles that govern our universe. It is when value goes from you that value will come to you. So your house, the car you drive, the money you will have, that's value that will come to you after value has gone from you. So let's focus first on how you will be adding value. Can you project from where you are now? In what way are you going to be serving your world? Imagine your line of career or business. So, okay, this is 5 years time now. We're in 5 years time now, right? We're in 2025. Okay. So where are you working now? It's July 2025. Where are you working now? At what level are you working now? Are you CEO? Are you in politics? Are you in government? Are you in business? Are you in a multinational corporation? Are you heading a non-profit, changing your world? It's 2025. At what level are you adding value? Are you at the top of your industry in your country? Or have you extended and built a big brand on your continent? Or have you gone global? It's 5 years from now. At what level are you adding value? Oh yeah? I know. For me, I'm coaching and advising and working with government officials at the highest level. So many countries. Yeah? So what is it for you? Good. Let's move on. Strategy number 2. Now imagine your financial situation. This is important. Oh yes, it is. Okay, so remember, you're serving at a high level now. You have a high level of expertise. You serve with excellence. Your sphere of influence has expanded. You're currently like this is 2025. So you're like 10 times or 20 times or 50 times or 100 times your size back in year 2020. So imagine your financial situation now. What kind of rewards are coming to you? So imagine your annual income. Imagine your annual income. Remember, as you create these thoughts, you write them down. So you know what your income has been in 2020 or annual income before 2020, what would be in 2020. Okay, so 2025. So this is 2025 now. Your dreams are coming to pass. What will be your income? You need to write a figure. You need to fix a target. So you project annual income. The other figure I want you to dream about is how much you have in investment. See, because when you are financially literate, you know that what makes you rich is not how much you spend. It is how much you invest, save and invest. Because your objective on the long run is to have so much money in investment, to have investment that yields returns to you. To the extent that the returns from the investments can pay your monthly bills comfortably. That's your financial goal. That's the ultimate. That is what you should work towards. Okay? So, as you are dreaming the increment in your finances, please also dream of the increment in your investment. I mean, let's say that on the average you earn $100,000 per year for 5 years. That's $500,000. How much of it are you going to have in investment? I know some of us here already make $1 million a year, some $2 million a year. So you want to take it to 10, you want to take it to 50, you want to take it to $100 million. So how much of it is going to be in investment? Okay. And actually you want to speed up the process of having enough in investment such that if you invest that amount of money in investment, let's say, for example, you have $10 million in investment. Okay. This is investment in real estate, in stocks, maybe in your own business and so on. And the returns that you get, the dividend that you get, okay, rent and so on, you add everything together in a year. Let's say it's 5% per annum. Now, 5% of $10 million is $500,000. Okay, in a year, and that's a little over 4,000. Sorry, that's over 40,000, right? Yes, a little over $40,000 a month. I think that's good to enjoy, isn't it? Okay, so this is how wealthy people think. So if you're dreaming and being financially free or financially comfortable is part of your dreams, I'm just telling you how to get realistic dreams, because sometimes some of the dreams are not realistic. That's why they never come to pass. So imagine your annual income, 2025, how much you have in investment, 2025, the kind of house you're living in, and where it is located. Woo! You need to describe this. You need to describe this. Oh yeah? I don't know what your preferences are. Maybe you want it with a swimming pool. Maybe you want it with a games room. Okay, where you can play poker with your friends or ping pong, table tennis. Yeah. Maybe you want it with a movie theater. We have different tastes, right? Good. So describe the house. Describe where it will be. Okay. And I'm sure you know, you're doing this for 5 years. It's good to also do for 10 years. And then for 20. Okay, it's dreams. Once you're able to get the 5 years to work, it will be easier to project. Let me put it like that. Okay, so what kind of car are you driving? Now, remember, this is 2025. Okay. Okay, you've been able to assess, yes, the level of your income, and you are investing. So, listen, some assets are wasting assets, depreciating assets, like cars. So you find for people that build wealth, they don't start from there. Okay. They shift most of their money into investment and spend less on cars. But then later, just remember what I said. If you're earning over $40,000 a month from your investment, just imagine the kind of car you'll be able to afford at that time. Okay? So, and that's what some young people see. They see some people driving flashy cars, beautiful cars, sports cars, the coupe, the latest model, and they don't realize those people are buying the cars from the yield from the investment, what we call passive income. And you are chunking out a great deal from the real income itself, from your sweat. Those are two different levels. Anyway, write down your thoughts here. Take time to write down your thoughts, that describe your quality of life. That's how I put it. That's a major part of dreaming. Let's move on. Strategy number 3, imagine your health. This is important. Why? You take the health out, just knock out all the other goals. Nothing else is going to work. So yes, you need to dream of how healthy you will be 2025. First, imagine yourself in perfect health. Imagine what you are eating to stay healthy. Got to be balanced food and healthy food. Imagine also what you are doing to stay fit. So maybe in your house there's also a gym or you belong to a gym. Okay. Of course, it's good to factor in the fact that once in a year at least you take your annual physical, or we call it medical examination. An important dimension to it, recreation. What are you going to do to rest? Because that's a major principle of life. Rest and recreation. We're not designed to run full steam like that, full blast forever. We're not. Okay, so write down what you will do. Take vacation, right? Have some hobbies, play games, and so on. Strategy number 4. Imagine your family. Wow, this is where you're going to find a very powerful why your life has to change. Why you need to dream. Imagine your family. Are you married? Remember, this is 2025. Imagine the quality of your relationship with your spouse, children, parents, and siblings. And where are you going for vacation? With your family. Write down your thoughts. Write down your thoughts. Strategy number 5. Imagine your other relationships. Imagine your other relationships. How often do you call or see your friends? What groups, or clubs, or associations do you belong to? Because this is very important. We need the relationships. Actually, the major part of the joy that we get in life will not come from things. They will come from the quality of our relationships with other people. Write down your thoughts. So now, when you've described, remember I said it's a profoundly life-changing experience. It's sweet, it's beautiful, it's powerful, but it is creative. Now you go to the next level. Get pictures, physical or digital, that reflect the new you and put them where you can see them daily. We humans are visually stimulated. We're visual creations. We're visual beings. So when you take in information, like 80% of it is likely to be visual. So do this, because this is what I learned to do. Cut pictures. Okay, from magazines, let me see. Yeah, cut pictures from magazines, print pictures from the internet, stick them on the wall where you can see them every day, or put them in your dream book. Some people have a dream book. Put the pictures there. Put them as screensaver on your laptop or desktop. You want something you can see every day that stimulates you. I also write goals on plain sheets of paper and stick them on the wall. Yes, you need to be visually stimulated. I promise you, even if you do not consciously look at those pictures, if you put them around you, your system will pick them up every day and reinforce them. And they will influence the decisions that you make. Right. You need to distract your mind. Remember, you're going to bed in the night. The last thing you see is your current environment, current scenario, current room. That's what your mind works on all through the night. You wake up in the morning, same room, that's what you see. So that's what I'm saying. In the same room, you need to put things that describe your future, where you're going. So now, imagine how you will feel when your dreams are fulfilled. So that's what I want you to do. Get into the emotion of this day 5 years from now. Get into the emotion of 2025. Yes, so 5 years from the day you are taking this exercise right now. Okay? So how will you feel then? Okay, so I want you to do something. Bring some of the joy from that day. Bring it into the present now. You know, when you do this dreaming exercise, sometimes you don't know when you begin to smile at yourself. The joy is coming, the happiness is coming. Okay? So these dreams will motivate you to act on your dreams every day. This is the principle running through this whole experience. What you see consistently over time will enter your heart. It's a law. And whatever has entered your heart has put your life on autopilot. You'll be amazed how this dream will begin to influence your life, give you hope every day, motivate you to start, give you direction when you have to make choices. You'll be amazed how this dream will inspire you. Okay? And you'll be amazed how this dream will help you to be persistent and not to give up when things don't work exactly perfectly. Wow. So this has been my journey. This has been my journey. I came a long way, but I remember many years ago, and this would be some 33 or 34 years ago, when I read a book titled Dream Seeds by Dr. Mike Murdock. And he emphasized on the power of dreaming, the power of the imagination. And then later I read from Dr. Paul Cho from South Korea, the fourth dimension. And he taught, again, the same principle, reinforced it. How the physical, natural dimension has only 3 dimensions. I did engineering, so that's what we studied in technical drawing or architectural drawing, 3 dimensions. Then he said the invisible dimension, which operates through your imagination, is the one that you superimpose on the 3 dimensions in the material world. Ultimately, the material world shapes itself to adjust to your dreams. So I remember when I fought the battles in my mind after my graduation from school, and I could not get a job for quite a while, for over a year. And I began to tell people, because I got that breakthrough in my imagination. I saw it in the future. It burned in my soul. I began to tell people, I can never be poor for the rest of my life. I can never be poor for the rest of my life. I began to tell people I am not a local champion. I'm a world champion. I'm not getting trapped here. I am going to the world. I'm going to influence the world. And it sounded so ridiculous because it was totally contrary to my natural situation. I want to ask you, how do you respond to challenges in your life? Do you break down crying and then sink into depression and allow everything to go gloomy? Or do you go to that one dimension where you can superimpose a new reality on that current disaster? That is what I did. I'm grateful I did, because today I'm living the dream. It was once a dream. Now it's a reality. I should not need to tell you that I have new dreams. So let's recap. As you do your dreaming, go through your dreaming process, imagine your career. I want you to start first from the level at which you will be adding value to your world. Next, then the payment, the returns. Imagine your financial situation. And then imagine your health. And then imagine your family. And then imagine your other relationships exactly 5 years from today. Check-in time. Is this all useful for you? If it is, give me a yes in the chat room, please. Please. I'm so passionate about this. 5 years from now, the pandemic will be history. We'll be telling the story, unique opportunity that our generation will have for many decades to come. But then 5 years from now, where will you be? Where will I be? You will be 100 times your current size. Somebody will be 1,000 times your current size. What did we learn? How to turn your dreams into reality and move quickly from ideation to execution. So what if you could take these same strategies and learn to apply them to your life right now? Would that make a difference for you? I want to hear how I can. Do you want to hear how I can help? Okay, because this is just the basics. This is the starting point. Let me hear a yes. Let me see a yes in the chat room if you want. Do you want a clear roadmap and accountability for creating a more progressive life or career and cultivating opportunities in a matter of months? Because, see, once you get the hang of this, then it becomes a continuous experience. Do you want to be able to build a power plan and then get access to me and to my team with additional training? Would you like the opportunity to be guided through this process? I cannot emphasize enough the need for mentoring and coaching. Why am I doing this? I've been at this for 25 years. I've been on radio in several countries, on TV in many countries. Phenomenal feedback that I have received from people, but I'll tell you one thing. The majority of the people that listened to me did not apply the things I shared. It's just the way it works. Because I say teaching thousands of people or millions of people at the same time is like giving everyone a shirt, same size. For some, it will be too tight. Some, too big. For some, it will fit. When you learn principles, you must realize they need adaptation to your unique context. You read a book, your circumstances are different from those of the author. You need to contextualize the principles. That's where mentoring comes in. So I'll tell you that in my journey, I got mentors that had applied the same principles in my own environment. Whew. I got acceleration in my journey. So mentoring is just finding someone who's achieved the level of success you want to achieve and who takes interest in you and just wants you to improve in your life. The other dimension to it is coaching. With coaching, it is task-oriented. There are definite targets. And this person helps you on your journey to gain clarity on what you should do. You do those things, you get results. I still have mentors. In fact, it's more important to me now than it ever was. I have coaches that I pay. I pay tens of thousands of dollars. I invest. I don't like to use the word pay. Invest. Because the thing about knowledge is you buy a book for $20. It's written by a billionaire. So you learn in 2 or 3 hours what it took somebody 30 years to learn. You produce the results, become a millionaire. How do we compare the returns to the $20 you invested? Except for the time and effort. The wisest people on this planet invest in acquiring wisdom. The greatest investment you will make on this planet is the investment you make in your thinking. Once in a while, you need to think about the way you think. Because until you change your thoughts, you don't really change your life. So I am encouraging you passionately and strongly to go for mentoring and coaching. And well, that's exactly why we're here. That's what we're doing in Success Power now, building a community. I want us to leverage technology to build a community of people that help themselves to succeed globally. The world is getting more challenging. Don't travel alone. So I've been creating training programs that include videos and workbooks for members of our community. All right, so you can easily do this. If you would like to consistently launch and scale highly impactful ideas, fulfill your dreams, help me to type a yes. Starting from scratch this year, if you like to create new opportunities, create new income streams for yourself, experience the freedom to do what you want and to live out your dreams. If you would like to own your time and learn to be financially free, this is specifically for you. But let's just start with today. Getting those pictures, physical or digital, that reflect the new you. Put them where you can see them daily. I did it my dear wife, Nikki, and I did it for a car and a house. New car. It was from the brochure for the car. It was the car actually that we wanted as our dream car. But there was a picture of the car in front of a house. We stuck it on the wall in our bedroom years ago and said to ourselves, since there's a house in the picture and there's a car, we go for the two. Oh, sure, we got the car. I still remember the day I went to the car showroom to drive out the brand new Toyota Camry. Dreams do come to pass. Okay? So get those pictures, physical or digital, that reflect the new you. Put them where you can see them daily. Should I tell you another one that I do? When I found out it worked for cars, I began to write checks to myself. I have one right next to my bed right now. Oh yes, I write my name there. Pay to Simon Adeyemi. And I put some good amount of money there. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay. Like I said, it's coaching that works better. It's the coaching and mentoring that works better, guiding you step by step to go through this process. So we want you to be able to get access to innovative growth and personal development strategies that can make a difference in the next 4 to 6 months. Our premium courses are all about helping you to go further, faster in your life goals, helping you to have a community to connect to. Now that's big. We have a community online. There are people there right now 24/7. If you have any challenge, you can post a question there. All of us in the community are available to answer your questions. Wow. So without needing to go back to school, you can leave your home without having to pay thousands of dollars to gurus. Okay? So you want to see what is inside our course. First, you have the course itself, gives you instant access to lessons, principles, and a workbook. So we want to take you on a straight line to success, from you to your goal. So hear from some of the people that are already part of our courses and are part of our online community. Basil says, I got a credit alert of a landed property refund at over 40% return. You'll see Friday wins there. Actually, we say to everybody on Friday, only Friday, turn in your stories of breakthroughs. Okay. The next one, I finished the course, had a massive improvement of my self-esteem, and I started a new path in my career by taking responsibility and overcoming procrastination. That's it. You just slight change in your attitude, habit, action. You can be sure things are changing already. So what is your own dream word to you right now? You want to enjoy financial freedom? You want to be able to relocate geographically or change your career? You want to be able to quit your 9-to-5. You want to be able to live life on your own terms. You want to break the ceiling from where you are, jump outside that box. Good. So I created a course. If you think what you got today is powerful, there's more power. It is just the introduction to what we created. 8-part strategy in the course, so you can launch your dreams and move quickly. Here, we'll specifically cover clear focus, so you know what you're aiming for, setting goals properly, so you don't aim too low, moving towards action, so you can stop procrastination, and experiencing shifts in your launch process, so you can always be ready for change. Let me go through those quickly. Lesson 1, we focus on foundations. Focus on foundations. You learn how to lay the correct foundation so you can be positioned for the highest level of success. Learn how to position yourself and achieve your highest potential. I studied civil engineering. Okay, that was my initial background. And I can tell you, when I see the foundation, I have an idea how high the building is going to go. So in the first lesson in the course, we'll take care of that. Lesson 2, goal setting. Learn how to plan and prepare your goals. Learn the difference in short-term and long-term goals and how to set them properly. A lot of people don't know how to set goals. Well, we have some practical ideas here for you. Lesson 3, winning opportunities. Learn what to do to be ready for your opportunity. There's nobody on this planet who does not have opportunities. You only have people that are not prepared for them. So you learn to position yourself so you overcome competition. That's our lesson 3 in the course. Lesson 4, execution. You want to turn your dream to reality? Learn about execution and overcoming procrastination and complacency. Learn what you should be doing each day to achieve your goals. Again, a lot of dreams get stranded here. Take action, but that requires strategies. Lesson 5, failure and mindset. Learn about overcoming challenges and failures. Learn how to develop a resilient mindset. Lesson 6, leverage relationships. Learn about influence and how to work with others. And learn whether it's okay to share or not share your and what to look for. Lesson 7, timing. Learn about the seasons of execution and learn about adapting those expectations that you have. Wow. And lesson 8, shifting and evolving. Learn about how to handle shifts in your life. You will have to transition several times to get to where you are going. Learn about what to do when things are not working for you. So I just want you to know we have limited spaces on this course. Now, do you think it's possible to fail with this type of mentorship? I don't know. I don't think so. We have loads of people we've trained with powerful results. Now, for each course that we create, we also create the workbook. There's one waiting for you right now with this course. And then at some level, that is when you buy the bundle course, we have the single part to it. We have the bundle of it. When you get the bundle, you become part of that community we have on Facebook. It's a private community, but it's powerful. Those stories I read earlier, that's where they came from. So just think of all of these and ask yourself, what's the value of what you're getting in this powerful course on how to turn your dream to reality? You've gotten the first part of it for free. And then moving into actual action, very powerful program. Our team has put some value, tried to put some value to it. The course is $800, the workbook, $1,500. Let me give you an idea. So when we say the bundle, this course number one, how to turn your dreams into reality, is one course. But then if you want to go for the bundle, so you can be part of the community on Facebook, then you get 7 courses. So what we discussed today is just one. You have 6 more powerful courses like that. Our team says that's not enough. You get another bonus course, Passion for Success. And then another bonus course, how to start your business. Boom. Even if it's only this, it's worth everything. I promise you. Because this is what everybody should be thinking about at a time like this. So the bundle, it's thousands and thousands of dollars. And then if you're part of the group, the community we're talking about, we have private calls also, where I shoot you an email and let you know on so day I'm having a private call only for members of this group. And then whatever questions anybody has, they bring it on there, we discuss. Isn't that amazing? So it's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in value. Now, when we relaunch this after today, this is what it's going to cost. $1,299, $1,300. But today, you pay only 10% for it. We listen a lot to our clients. We listen a lot to those that participate in our programs. And we understand what's going on now. We understand what's happening with the economies all over the world. Listen, we need to start together. That's what's important to us, and grow together. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you will be humongously more powerful than you are now. So this is it. There's a link in the chat room. Please click on it. And it will take you to the page that will describe how to get the full course, how to turn your dreams to reality and move quickly from ideation to execution. So for today, the bundle price, where you get the 7 courses plus the 2 bonus courses from joining the Facebook community, all of that is $127 one-time fee. You want only one course, just today's course, how to turn your dream to reality, it's only $27. For 1 straight year, you have full access to the course or courses. Amazing. 1 full year. So it's not a live course. You do the course at your own time, at your own pace. So we give you the access. So immediately, once you let us know, yes, you are in, you'll get the login details. So you can go in, come out whenever you like, and you go from step to step. So you have the videos, you watch the videos, you can take your notes if you want. Then you go to the workbook. In walking through the workbook, what you get is an action plan. You won't have any problem with knowing the next thing to do. You do it, you get your powerful results. Okay? So please click on the link right away. All right? So I'm going to be taking questions, so don't go away. I'm going to be taking questions, and I'll let you know when I'm ready to. Just a few minutes before we get to that, what happens if I can't make this work? You have a safety net. Wow. When you see this, you know, we really want to help. 14-day guarantee. We allow a 14-day refund policy on policies and on our courses, and we'll promptly send your money back. If you feel after gaining access to it, oh no, this is not helpful to me, honestly, let us know. Your money is coming back. Okay, so again, given what's going on right now, we did get feedback from people. Is it possible? What I want is the bundle. What I want is those loads of courses. That's what I want for maximum transformation. Can I pay in installments? So our team has broken up the payment for those that want. Okay, there is that option there. So the doors will close to this exclusive price, this exclusive offer in 5 days. Please click on the link right now in the chat room, wherever you are, or you may just type out this link, successpower.tv/dream-course. on your computer, on your browser, and see what we have. Please make sure you scroll to the bottom of the page so you get the full information. Okay. Let me share some other testimonies from some of our students before I take the questions. Odeshi here says, happy Friday, everyone. I started a new line of business after attending Pastor Sam's webinar on starting your own business. He said, if you are always finding it difficult to buy a particular product in your area, it's a pointer to what you can successfully sell. After the webinar, I decided to make some contacts, placed order for some foodstuffs from Southwest, which I know are very scarce around the South. You remember what I said at the beginning? That we shift people's paradigms, shift their perspective. So instead of focusing on problems, you recognize opportunities. That's exactly what happened to him. The stuff arrived here on Saturday and we started selling on Monday, the 1st of June. That's June this year, okay? Also with tips gotten from the webinar on personal branding and how to give exposure to one's product, I decided to broadcast on social media platforms and groups. To my amazement, the sales and patronage have been so amazing and encouraging. Thank you, Sam and Success Power and the Success Power team. Whew! Those are the stories that get me excited because that's what this is all about. Oh, some more. Tied up our first official deal. That's Adeyemi. Tied up our first official deal as a company. Got the delivery of my new premium car. Grateful for life and safety. Wow. Another one from Abraham. Finished the first course. Released my weekly inspirational video on YouTube and Facebook. And worked on my book cover design. Dreams are coming to pass. That's what I'm wanting you to know here. Okay, another one. Elvis. Firstly, I want to appreciate you more for everything. The courses have been so awesome. Taking these courses at this time is the best thing that has ever happened to me. I found answers for questions I've been asking myself for years. Thank you so much. I'm very certain that in 4 to 6 months' time, I would come up with great achievements to share. I agree with you on that. Awesome. So if the Success Power Premium Coaching Programs helped you to create a plan for achieving your goals, to grow personally, get access to me as your growth coach, would it be worth $12,294, which is the value, that our team put to it? It will be worth far more than that. Some of you are aware of the trainings that I run, and with executives and coaches, they pay tens of thousands of dollars. So think about why you came here today. Let's get back to your why. Let's get back to your why. Your tomorrow's got to be better than your yesterday. So imagine if you were able to live stress-free, not worried about how to achieve all the things you can imagine. Imagine if you learned how to leverage your talent and opportunities and to take more risks that led to opportunities. Imagine if you knew what the wealthy did and could implement the same strategies in your own life. Stop imagining right now and start creating. Now, that's it. Wake up from the dream and turn the dream into reality. All right? What makes the Success Power Premium Coaching Program different? It's just that we have 25 plus years of helping thousands of people launch their businesses, change their lifestyles, create a plan for legacy. We have proven strategies and tactics. We're sharing what we've done, not just what we read. Live Q&A from my team and me. This is huge. We all have options, isn't it? Remember, success is not a matter of chances, it's a matter of choices. You can keep going at it alone, spend endless hours of researching and guesswork, watch another 6 months go by with no progress, or you can decide in the next 6 months, I want to see change, definite change. Okay, so remember again, this is huge. This is huge. In terms of value, it is huge. It's the kind of a thing that many successful people know, especially in some parts of the world, but will never share with young people or their proteges. So please click on the link in the chat room right now and explore. 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 When I teach people about excellence, I tell people, when you're starting out, don't ask yourself the wrong question. Can I afford it? No. Can I afford not to do it? Some people ask, what will it cost? I say, no. What will it cost me not to get it? What will I lose? That is what influences my choices. Somebody says, is the cost worth it? Is the cost worth this investment? I say, no, you're asking the wrong question. It's more than worth it. I've already shown that it's worth a whole lot more. The focus should be on you. Am I worth this investment? I look at my dreams, I look at my future, I realize I am more than worth this investment. Okay, so join us. Click on the link in the chat room right now, and I'll be taking the questions in just a few seconds, in a few minutes. So whatever platform you're on, can you please help to type your questions in? Our team is there to help you, to guide on exactly how to do it on each platform. And then I will be taking a few of the questions. So, yes, I'm getting out of the slides so you can see me. Okay, I understand most of us can actually not click, so please copy the link and put it in your browser. Okay, please copy the link, put it in your browser and launch the page. Let's have a look at it. My cousin, is also a highly successful person. We're exchanging text messages recently, and so he was making a joke and said, yeah, can you loan me $1 billion quickly there? And I replied him, why should you be asking for that kind of chicken change? So he replied with emojis, laughing. He said, I love it. Yes. Listen, it's my close cousin. We used to live in the same house, went to the same school. That's how we've been. We were dreaming together, and today we're living the fulfillment of our dreams. So you ask me about anything. Oh, how much is it? Can we afford it? Say, chicken change. Chicken change. All right. So, oh, thank you. Someone said, I just bought the course. I can't wait to enjoy all it has to offer. Thank you for always giving. Thank you too. Thank you. Thank you for the trust, because we really care, right? And more importantly, thank you for believing in you enough to make the investment. Awesome. Yes, John is asking, fear of taking risks has been a major barrier for me. How can I live above such fear? I like your honesty, right? I like your honesty. First, think about your why. What do you want to achieve? So what's that dream? Why do you want to achieve it? All of us have fears, I'm telling you. All of us have fears. We have concerns. What if it doesn't work out and things like that? But you've got to give yourself a strong why. Okay? Would you want to be exactly the same person you are today 5 years from now? I don't think so. It's too risky. It's too risky. Everybody else will have left you behind. The world will have left you behind. You don't want to. So think of your strong why. If you're married, think of your spouse. If you have kids, think of the kids, your ability to pay the school fees. If you just spend a few minutes thinking of your why, that strong why will propel you. Secondly, acknowledge that you have fear and just go ahead and do that thing. Do it afraid. Woo! Listen, when you've done this a few times and you realize what was on the other side of the fear, some of the big breakthroughs that you get, then you won't bother anymore. Even when you have fears or some little doubts, you just go ahead and do what you want to do anyway. One thing would help. Mentoring does help. So that you're not stabbing in the dark. You're not taking unnecessary risks. Find people that have succeeded in doing the same thing. Let them advise you. They've saved me from a lot of mistakes. Okay? Yeah, they've saved me from a lot of mistakes. So, I think you get great assurance when somebody that has done it before is encouraging you that you are on the right path. So, do it. Afraid. And I hope to hear your great story. Okay? I hope to hear your great story. All right. So please copy the link, put it on your browser, launch the page, see what it's like. This is an exciting experience. Any more questions? Yeah, someone says, some of us really cannot afford this event, even if we want to. You can afford it. The starting place to afford it is in your mind. I'm serious. This is how it works. That is how it works. Okay? So just remember the process we've gone through today. All things are created twice. Affording something is created first, mentally, before it is created in the physical. It is very, some of that especially when you get into the course, you get that. But what I'll tell you then is just apply what we shared today. And within a short time, then you'll be able to afford it. And then be able to afford more. As you know, I create courses at all levels. Some of my training, people pay $10,000 to attend, some $20,000. So, but you will find out it's the people that have been listening before, applied some of the principles, got some results, and then they can move on to a higher level. So start from somewhere. Start from somewhere. Okay. Yeah, interesting question here. I feel like I have missed all opportunities that have been given to me. It's like I have no more ideas. No, don't believe it. You know why? Time is opportunity. Since you have not run out of time, you have not run out of opportunities. All of us made mistakes before. Yes, you missed some opportunities. You did not take advantage of them. You just that way. Let's say, for example, you're a farmer. You were supposed to plant seeds. Plant some crops last summer. You were procrastinating, dilly-dallying, and then the summer passed, the planting season passed. You missed it. You know the beautiful thing about life? There's summer again this year. There's planting season again this year. That is life. So just respond to the seasons of your life. There are opportunities right now. Your imagination is not dead. You can think. So dream. Dream. Don't build monuments on your past failures. Open up your mind rather to the future. You can fill your mind with past failures, or you can rather fill your mind with possibilities for the future. But please know, the mind does not hold two ideas at the same time. So you can't focus on the past and the future at the same time. You can take temporary excursions into the past. Okay, you can take temporary excursions into the past to draw on the positive side of your memory or to learn lessons from your mistakes so you don't repeat them anymore. But look at the car. If you drive a car like I do, There's the windshield that is so broad, right there at the front, so wide at the front through which you see the road. There's the rear view mirror. You know how big it is? Like this. It's small and they hang it somewhere there. So you only look at it when you decide to and you need to. Nobody goes forward with speed looking into the rear view mirror. So I strongly encourage you. Your opportunities are not finished in life yet. Right now, today, take the things that we have discussed and begin to dream again. You'll be amazed. Everything you lost is coming back. Right? Obilo says, I just bought the packet. Thank you. You have a great experience with it. All right. Yes. So thank you, Kofo, for that question that you asked. I bought the bundle after the last webinar. It has changed my perspectives and the way I do things. Yippee! Yes. How can I buy the bundle as a gift for someone? Use their own email and pay. They'll get it. Good. I want to start a fashion business, but recently I have started getting cold feet in posting my styles when I dress up. I know what's happening with you. You're concerned that it may not be perfect, right? That the designs may not be perfect. All of us feel like that. Okay, let me confess to you. You know, doing this is something I started last year, running webinars and so on. And I've been around a few decades, as you heard. Okay, so I was to start this 3 years ago. And our marketing consultant advised me to record videos, record myself in videos. Can you imagine 3 years ago? So I recorded the first 2, myself talking into the phone. It felt so awkward. I never posted them. Until it was early last year, and I realized running a particular conference, we called it the Leadership Edge, physically, we just got stuck. It just wasn't working. It wasn't fitting what I was seeing. We stopped it. And then the idea just came to me, why not go online? So we did it online. People attended from all over the world. The attendance was many times what we got physically, and I was so excited. Then Harriet, our marketing consultant, said to me, I told you this before. I told you this 3 years ago. So I'm telling you, we all feel awkward when we're just starting out. Remember, you can't start out perfect. It is practice that makes perfect. You don't start out perfect. Post them. Even though you are feeling awkward, post them. You know what? By posting them, you've jumped ahead of maybe like 90% of people. Remember, this course is about turning your dream to reality. Most people dream. They don't take the first step. So post them. Post them. You'll be amazed. And even if they're not perfect, you will adjust next time and improve. Awesome. Yes. Oh, Alfred says, I am over 40 years and I fear that I have lost a lot of unproductive years. I understand you. Don't think so. You've gained a lot of experience. Start again now. Dream and take action. Apply the things we're sharing. You will travel faster than younger people will do. Yes, TJ Sunimi. TJ, how do you revive your lost drive or desire to dream and imagine after so many years of choosing to face present reality? Good question you asked. In other words, It may not just be easy like that to be dreaming. So I did mention during our discussion that you're going to fight mind battles. The thing though is you're a winner already and you know what you want. So fight. I discovered at the early stages that I have a very strong, very fertile imagination, and that some things had been constructed there that were major obstacles. I'm telling you, they were negative. So it didn't take long. Once I was in my dreaming process, my mind would just lapse, into this negative trail. Whew. I became violent in my mind. I declared myself a killer of thoughts, a murderer of evil thoughts. I'm telling you, the moment I realized my mind was thinking negatively, I'll just scream. I'll just shout. And I'll do something like, I will cut the neck of the thought. I had to fight. Remember, we humans are creatures of habit. So, the thing about some of us, like an introvert like myself, too overthinking, worry. Okay, so I would not know when my thinking had switched to negative and I would have gone some distance. But number one, once I made up my mind that I wanted to fill my mind with positive thoughts, with visions, with dreams, I found out it made me alert to negative thoughts. So once I started on the trail of the negative thought, I'll just suddenly remember. No. I said I will not do these dreams anymore. This is what I will say. The point at which you remember this, I said I would not think these thoughts anymore. Stop and kill the thought. Kill it. With time, you will notice it will take you shorter and shorter time. It will take you shorter and shorter time to recognize the point where it will be the moment a negative thought lands on your mind that you will recognize there's trouble here and react. Yeah, so it may take some days. Remember, we're creatures of habit. But please, don't give up. Keep doing it. Yes. Aima says, can you have more than one dream as per business idea? The confusion on which to focus on has stopped me from moving forward. I understand what you're talking about. This usually happens to multi-talented people. Okay, so you have various ideas. Well, you need to run your business idea through some tests. What will determine the success of the idea is not how much you love the idea. It is how well the customers are going to respond to the idea. Will they buy? Will they not buy? So it's one thing I would suggest is do your survey. Ask people, find out. 2, test the ideas. So offer your product or service in small quantities to a small number of people. Get the feedback, get the response. Whatever will get you the best result for a start, start with that. Because your success with that will give you the capacity to be able to work on your other ideas. Not only will it give you the financial resources, it will also give you the experience, on how to create a successful business. So I'll say, don't be sentimentally attached to anyone. Okay? Find out which one will work best for now. Use that as your door opener. Then when you get into the room, you can execute your other dreams or ideas. Okay. How can I be under your mentor or mentorship? Okay, good question here. Good question here. It's at various levels. Okay, it's at various levels. First, subscribe to my free training. Okay, I'm on social media. I throw out ideas practically every day. I put out videos. Okay, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on LinkedIn. Okay, those free offers, ideas, thoughts, they're powerful on their own. If you apply them, then you can move to the next level. My webinars are also there, also free. You sign up, we have your email. It means every single time we have a webinar, you will know about it. Fantastic. Attend the webinars. The next level of mentorship, where then we're together in a small community together. You have private calls with me where I take people's questions. That's when you get our bundle offer. You get the bundle, you are automatically signed in. Why do I have to scale it like that? Remember, I've been at this for more than 25 years. Gratefully, I'm grateful to God that has given me the opportunity to be able to add value to people. I've also been developing myself quite a bit. So I have this same request from thousands of people from all over the world. Yet I have the same 24 hours as everybody else. I've got to make the best use of it. So if you get the bundle, then you come into the next level where at least we can be in the same room online and you can ask your questions. Then the higher level is another platform, my consulting business, which I call Sam Adeyemi GLC. And at that level, I do one-on-one executive coaching for CEOs. I can do coaching for the board of an organization. I do training for top executives. Of course, you know that as we go higher, the numbers go smaller. My own desire is that at each level, you apply the things that we offer, you will get results. You'll be able to move to the next level, and then the next level, and then the next level. At the highest level of executive coaching, which I do, you can send an email request, and we fix a phone appointment, and we talk on the phone, on Zoom, or we see. Or let's say you're a governor, for example, or president of a country, you can actually send your private jet or send for me, and I'll be there in a few days. Okay? When it's something serious to do. You know why? Because for people at the highest level, their decisions and actions influence the lives of many other people, some of them millions of people. So it's just for the good of all of us that, we should pay attention to people at that level. Good. How do I overcome giving up after a failed business? Review what happened and then do exactly what you did when you were starting. Lay out your strategy and start again. Okay? You've learned a lot. So I know you call it a failed business, but sincerely speaking, you've learned a lot. It's the thing that makes the difference between somebody, a rookie who's just starting business, and somebody who's been there for a long time. It's that experience. It's those nuances, those small differences here and there. The ability to spot danger before it happens. Just the fact that you've tried that method before it did not work. And you know the circumstances under which it did not work. That was what you gained. So your failing in business was not a big loss. It was a gain. Start again. I know something about a lot of billionaires, and it's just the fact that they've lost a lot of businesses before. I'm serious. They've lost a lot of businesses. You know, sometimes that a business is not functioning anymore, it's not your fault. It's like what's going on in our world right now, the pandemic. The environment changed. So it's the reason why people diversify. It's the reason why. So when they've done one business, it's successful, then they go to another area, go to another, so that if a government policy or change in the environment kills one, they switch to the other one. We call it pivoting. Another question, how do I go about doing things on my own and believing in myself? Oh, wow. What we discussed today is a good starting point. There is something we call self-image. You know, image is picture. Yes. It is that picture you've got to do something about. The picture that you have on the inside about yourself. That picture so controls your life that you need to pay attention to it. You need to sit down and do something to it. So you say, what should I do? What we discussed today. What we discussed today. That you will sit down and fight those battles inside till you get the picture of a new you. A you that is more powerful. A you that is on a level several notches higher from where you are right now. Listen, one of the ways we said dreaming, set goals, cut pictures. Yes. There's something about reading biographies, reading other people's stories, reading their books. You know why it's powerful? Because when you see another human being that has achieved great success, there is something unspoken that you hear, that you can do it too. That's it. This person doesn't have 2 heads, doesn't have 4 legs. I'm telling you, you can do it too. I made a request many years ago from one of my mentors. Just asked if I could make a trip with him in their organization's private jet. Honestly, I didn't just go in for the thrill. I went in to buy pictures, to burn some pictures inside me. And truly, we took off on the flight. He just knocked off in a nap. And it was only 2 of us in the plane. You know what I did? I was looking at him. I told myself, if you close your eyes, he's worked hard, he's tired. That's why he's sleeping. If you close your eyes, I know they call taking a nap like that siesta. If you close your eyes, you won't only see siesta, you will see somebody else. Sorry, pardon my joke. Okay? But you know what happened? I resolved many things, shifted in my mind that day. You know why? Because he happened to have had a similar background to mine. You know, lived a good chunk of his life in the same city where I lived growing up with my parents. In fact, went to the same college or higher institution as I did. You know, got the same qualification that I got. So as I was pointing out those similarities, my excuses were just crumbling, were just crashing, just crumbling, just crashing. Once you can get that picture right, and I promise you, see, the moment you believe you are inferior to other people, you killed yourself. You're sunk. You are not inferior to anybody on this planet. If you see class segregation on this planet, human beings created them. God created human beings equal in potential. Our positions are different. Our timing is different. We don't come into this world at the same time. So you have parents and children, you have teachers and students, you have boss. They're fine. But in terms of intrinsic value, nothing should limit your capacity to dream. You are not inferior to anybody. Good. once you get that picture right, so that's why it's possible for me to imagine me being president of my country. It's possible for me to imagine me being CEO of a multinational corporation. It's possible for me to imagine myself being governor. It's possible for me to imagine myself. Listen, I've taken the cap off. So once you get that picture right, you heard me say earlier on that I was bragging. I can never be poor again the rest of my life. I am not a local champion. I'm a world champion. Once you get into that, because all what you say comes from what you think. So you think it, you say it, that will produce what we call self-esteem, how you feel about yourself. So I didn't like the guy I was seeing in the mirror before because he was a failure and he was broke. But now the picture in my mind was bigger, better than that of the guy on the outside. Then I fell in love with myself. And I began to say positive things about myself. Then you have what we call self-confidence. Trust in your ability to accomplish. So that's the process, what we discussed today. You need to reconstruct that picture. It's going to be a fight, I should warn you. It's going to be a fight. But you have the capacity to win. And when you win inside, I guarantee you, you'll be amazed because you're working with the law. Your circumstances will begin to change. I wish you all the best on the journey. How does one go about creating a business from technical or technological intellectual property? So I am assuming that you have designed an invention, okay? You designed an invention and you've tested it. It works. So you want to register your patent for it. It's critical that you register your ownership of the idea. If in the process, of taking your idea to the market, you have to discuss with other people, because sometimes those of us that create the idea cannot create the product. Then before you discuss the idea with anybody, you make them sign what we call NDAs, non-disclosure agreement, okay, which will say that they have absolutely no right to share your idea with anybody else or to use that idea, okay? So, because you actually have to go through that process of seeing whether the idea will work or not, practically. And you also want to be sure if you need some approvals, okay, from regulatory agencies. You want to go through the process. I should say, of course, that since you say you're turning it into a business, it's good that you have a vehicle, a registered business to do it. So the lawyer or CPA will guide you through the process for registering your business, and then you can sell your product on the platform of the business. Okay? So that's the basic for me. Learning how to run a business is a different deal. So we have our bonus course there, how to start a business. Yes, how to start and run a business is a different deal. We have a course to the 5-phase growth for business. So you can learn how to run a business. But it's intellectual property. So it's so important that you protect ownership of that property in such a way that if anything goes wrong, you can seek redress either from an arbitrator or from the courts and have a good legal standing so somebody does not steal your idea. How do I identify real investment opportunities? I have made a lot of mistakes in investing and it's quite discouraging. Oh, I really feel for you. But you know what I'll tell you? I've also lost money. It's a learning process, really. It's a learning process. But I'll tell you what I said earlier on that will really save you. Mentoring. Mentoring. You know why a lot of people lose money to invest in investments? The people that sell the investments to them. They're the reason why they lose their money. Listen, a lot of those people are just salespeople. They are out to get the commission. So they'll sell it to you. Yeah, and they're very good at selling. But if you are selling an investment to me that you have not made, have not invested in, I'm not going to trust you to make that investment. Your knowledge is theoretical. It is not practical. So I would say, please get mentors in investing. I'm sure you know there are different areas of investing. So if somebody's done investing in real estate before, get advice from them on investing in real estate, not the stock exchange. They are different games. You don't use the rules for playing soccer to play ice hockey. They are different games altogether. And you have people that have invested in and built their own businesses with time. So depending on the kind of investment you want to make, you get advice from mentors, from people that have track record. So let's say the person, yes, it's a salesperson that is selling investment to you. If the person's been around for 10 years, for 20 years, and the person can show you their track record, they've helped people to create, well, then fantastic. At the end of the day, though, you must take 100% responsibility. But please consider the experiences you've had as part of the cost of your training. Again, that's how we entrepreneurs think. We have a positive mindset. We never lose. So consider whatever it is you've invested and lost until now as part of the cost of your training. All right? So I hope everybody's copied the link, posted it on in your browser, check the page, okay, and seen what we have there. It's a life-changing opportunity, life-changing experience. Let me see if I can take one more question here. How can I create a business from the wealth of wisdom that I have, from the wisdom that God has privileged me to have? Okay, you want to sell information, right? Yes. You are in the knowledge economy. That's why I am too. That is what this is about. I'm going to be doing this in detail not long from now because that's a whole seminar on its own. But just some basics here. You've got to be able to put that wisdom that you have that is helpful to people in containers, I should say, package them into products. You need to write books. Writing books establishes you as a thought leader in your line of specialty. You need to organize seminars. Okay? Yes, that's not happening around the world now physically, so we moved it online. You can do a test run. Okay? When it comes to online events, do a test run. You have a Facebook account, fantastic. So why don't you announce, put out an advert on your Facebook page that you're running a free webinar on so date, so time, on so topic. And then just spend some small amount of money to promote the post. Advertise so people are aware. Try it. Okay? So that's the free one. What you are doing there is testing. What you say you want to sell. What you say you want to sell. will people buy it? Do people need it? So you can ask questions, okay? You can ask questions. What do people like? Which topics they want you to speak on, and so on, and that can guide you into the future. Okay, so that's your starting point. And with that, you can then launch, okay, and do the paid one. Now you can record courses and put them online. And then when people get there, they pay and they can download the courses. I will discuss this in detail not long from now. All right, so I want to say a big thank you to everybody for joining us today. I want to wish you a good evening or a good morning if you're just waking up. Australia, New Zealand, it's morning at your end, or a good afternoon. Please copy the link, paste it, check on our page, and get the product. I'll see you again soon, and we'll send you a link very soon for the replay. Watch out for our email. I love you.